All right, so we just learned how to tie a bowline, and we did that at the end of the line. You know, we used this tail. This was our bunny, if you remember, and that was all great. But what do you do if you don't have access to this? You know, if you're in the middle of the rope, what do you do? Well, that's where you tie a bowline on a bight, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'll take all this rope, and I'm just gonna toss it to the side. We don't have access to that anymore. So to tie a bowline on a bight, we're basically, you know, we call it a midline knot because you don't have access to either end of the tail. So the knot happens right here. So to tie a bowline on a bight, what you do is you take a bight of rope, and this is a bight. This is a loop. This is a bight. So you take your bight, you hold it upside down, same, and thumbs down, just like the regular bowline. Thumbs up, and you create your loop, like so. Now with this part, you're gonna go up the hole, and now this is where it gets different. So this now is coming through the loop. This is going to go around the entire knot, and it's gonna look like that. And then you're gonna grab this part of the knot, you're gonna pull that tight. And that is how, and then you can dress it a little bit to make it look neater. So that is your bowline on a bight. And this is the same thing as the regular bowline. You'll see I'll clip it here. This is good for, you know, pulling trees over, stuff like that, where you need to, you know, put it in the middle of the rope. So this is crazy, crazy strong knot. You can apply a ton of force to it. And it's the same thing. When you want to undo it, just like a regular bowline, it breaks in the back. It's a little, this one to untie though, the secret to untying this, what you have to do is you break this. This has to go back around the whole knot like that. And then you're kind of left with this sort of overhand knot, you know, and you just undo that. I wish the bunny analogy worked for this one, but it doesn't really work as well. So I'll go through that one more time, because a lot of people, I struggled with this one, man. It was kind of a weird one for me. So, and it's good to have a big loop. So I come here, I got my bight, I make it, and I make a loop right here. Hopefully you can see that. Try to keep it as neat as possible for the video. And I take my tail, it goes up through here, and then it wraps around the tree. Or I guess you could say the bunny goes up the hole and wraps around the tree. I gotta drop the bunny analogy. So then you pull this tight right here, and that's your bowline on the bight. Same thing, when you untie it, break it here like a regular bowline, but unlike a regular bowline, this has to go around the whole knot. And then from there, you just do that. Now just one more time, because I know this one's, visually it's just a weird one. Make your loop, goes through it, wraps around the whole rest of the knot, comes over here, just cinch that down, and there you have it, bowline on a bight.